had recruited him at other schools, a couple of the coaches here, and were shocked, really, that he didn't have a scholarship.
I'm very impressed. I mean, just some of the stuff that he did as a true freshman.
Still looking to throw and does for the end zone. Griffin Gilbert the catch and the touchdown for Lake Travis.
The 5'11", 190-pound Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year. That season, the team went undefeated, and Mayfield threw for 45 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions.
Baker was very small. He's probably 5'5", maybe 5'6" as a freshman, but he was very, very bright, bouncing off the walls all the time. Was a good athlete, but he was just one of the late bloomers, I think, out of the freshman class. But he was on our top team. And he was just an extreme competitor. One of the things that Coach Morris believed in was trying to develop as many quarterbacks as we could.
Baker always had a ball in his hand, running down the hall, doing something, and he would always, in fact, after several broken vases, you never saw him without a ball in his hand.
He started doing some things and, like, catch your eye every now and again that you don't see from a lot of quarterbacks around. That, yeah, this guy, whoa, good, that's a hell of a pass right there. You can't see many quarterbacks making that.
As expected, Division I scholarship offers started coming in from all over the country, and then they stopped. Lake Travis struggled during Mayfield's senior season, posting a 9-2 record, and once his dream school, TCU, opted for another quarterback, Mayfield was suddenly left without many options.
And all he wanted to do was go up, red shirt, have his time. Not quite worked out that way.
In terms of not seeing coaches or not hearing from coaches, it was most hurtful for him. It was frustrating and a beat-up process to see what some of the competition was getting. We threw out the subject of if we didn't get the offer and threw it to Baker, if we didn't get the offer, let's think walk-on. And that was not very well received.
Mayfield chose to walk on at Texas Tech, where his former high school teammate Michael Brewer was the starting quarterback. A few months later, Brewer injured his back, and Tech was left with 2 true freshman quarterbacks.
Look, coming in, you thought it was down the road. Realistically, when a kid first comes, walk on or not, it's down the road. You're thinking, okay, we've got a kid that's played some that's we think is going to be our starter. He's got to compete for it, and so maybe next spring, you get to see a lot of it. And then the way things transpired with the injury to Brewer, then Baker all of a sudden starts getting reps and more and more reps. Makes the most of them, and the thing is, there's a couple times in camp, the ball just seems to move. We moved the chains when he was in, and he made throws and made plays that you just kind of look at each other as coaches. You're like, wow, that's impressive. I mean, the throws he's making, off balance, running to his left, 40 yards downfield, as accurate as anyone. Very impressive. You just, you just shake your head at it because he's at a place right now that some juniors and seniors don't get to in the terms of development, managing a team, and running an offense.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those kind of stories, like, who's this kid? You didn't really know where he's from. As he started getting, some reps, and people started looking at him, and yeah, you kind of had a feeling that, hey, this kid might get a chance to compete with the one.
After beating out fellow freshman quarterback Davis Webb, Mayfield started the first 5 games for the Red Raiders. And although a knee injury kept him out of the game against Iowa State, He has amassed almost 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns in a season where he was not expecting to play at all.